Good evening, the great people of Biafra all over the world. Good evening, the great people of Africa. As you can see, the zoo is burning. The zoo is burning. Even a blind man can see that the zoo is burning. But before we proceed, there are many things that we need to understand tonight. There are many things that we need to understand tonight before we proceed. Number one thing is that you need to realize that this fight is only you that will fight it for yourself. You need to realize that time wait for no man. And then you need to realize as well that they don't care about you. They don't care about you. No matter how good man you are, you become a politician. The same day you join politics is the same day you become a heartless human being. The same day you become a devil. Because politics is for the devil, not for mankind. So, because the problem we are having here in Africa, the problem you are having all over the place here in Africa is problem of politics. Problem of politics. That's why so many people that you've been looking up to ever since you were growing up, that's why those people, when they begin to get any benefit from politics or from politicians, they will begin to sell their humanity. They will begin to trade their humanity for the sake of money. You can see everywhere in Nigeria is burning, from banditry attack, from terrorism, terror attack, from Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda's, and then from Fulani headsmen, putting constraint on the Nigerian soldiers, and you keep saying that Nigeria has an army. The problem of Nigeria is that they always get themselves involved with things they will not be able to finish. You always start what you cannot finish. That's why Nigeria is burning. Some of these dogs that you call politicians, baby politicians, are busy chasing after a meat, looking for meat to eat while the country is burning. That's the reason why when you see an elderly man seeing a truth, instead of calling a truth, they will keep beating around the bush. Because that is exactly what they do best. They keep beating around the bush. As you can see the headline, the market was burning. The tanker of petroleum tanker fell. It is only in Nigeria that petroleum tanker keep falling every week or every month. It is only in Nigeria, in the Zoological Republic, petroleum tanker keep falling. Even though whomever that is a driver of every petroleum tanker, their licenses are different from a normal license. They must have their separate license from a normal car license. They are professionals. Only if the zoo just give license to anybody. That is the reason why petroleum tanker. And they will have a license for transmission for transporting explosives. They will have that license. But I don't think those such things exist in the zoo. That's why a Fulani man will bring a tanker, come and into a marketplace just to spite the people in the north, or just to spite the Nigerians. They will bring their truck load of explosive and they bring it and make sure it falls and they catch fire inside the market to destroy everywhere, every source of income that you have as a common man in Nigeria. And yet some of you are still saying one Nigeria. Some of you are still saying one Nigeria. I always have a problem with all these people. I always have a problem. Hope Uzodinma is there in Imo State, busy selling his ancestral land to the criminals. The more Hope Uzodinma is busy trying to do everything to please his Fulani masters. Every day, the only thing that Hope Uzodinma does is what will please his Fulani in the north. That's why he wants to take the land that belongs to common men to give for cattle open grazing or a ruga. And when you look at it, you expect people to keep quiet. When you look at it, you expect people to keep quiet. No, I think it's the high time that Nigeria burn. It is high time that Nigeria burn because they are not paying attention. Nigeria is not paying attention, or these politicians are not paying attention. It is high time that it burns and burn all these people who are the dogs looking for where to find meat to eat while the country is burning. When this mask wearer terrorist organization government, they go and borrow money for wrong things. They borrow money to sponsor their Fulani terrorists. They borrow money to give security and guns to their Fulani terrorists. They borrow money to kill you. They borrow money to subdue you. They make sure that you do not have a breathing space of challenging them. That's what they are borrowing money for, because they know that the time of revolution is now. Because remember that if your enemy discover that you are a while aware of what they are planning, they will do everything to eliminate you immediately, because they don't want you to put any plan in place against them. There is something Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said, that the people of Africa, you do not understand. You do not understand that there is only one way that you are going to regain your freedom from these people you call your representative, from your people who you call your leaders. It's only through revolution. It is only through revolution. And I said Africa need revolution. And who are going to make this revolution to happen or to come to pass are the youth of Africa. Likewise in Nigeria, you people in the north, believing that everything is all right, believing that Biafrans are your problem, believing that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is your problem, I want you to pay attention to what is happening in the north today. Every time the problem of Nigeria is Biafra. Biafra is the terrorist that is killing them in Sambisa forest. Biafra is the Fulani bandit that is exterminating people in Imo State, in Ebonyi State. While Dave Umahi is busy praising this mask wearer government. That is what Dave Umahi keep doing. Then the terrorists keep throwing into his village, abducting and killing people, raping women in their farms. Therefore, man, he's only there busy praising this mask wearer who just came came to Imo State. But I told you that after coming to Imo State, that is his cap is going to be full. What are you seeing today? Another attack on the security base. Another attack on the security base. What is that telling you? That is simply telling you that this man, his cap is full. For him to have the audacity to wear a mask to come into Imo State, the land of Biafra, putting on the tribal wear, putting on the tribal wear of Biafrans, the glory of Biafran. That is why it will never look good on him, because this is the glory of Biafra. This signifies whom Biafra is. This attire that is putting on, this Biafran wear that is putting on, the spirit of Biafra arrested him. That's why from now henceforth, you are only going to be seeing him making one decision that will make Nigeria collapse to the lowest term. Nigeria does not exist anymore. It's just that people keep pushing. People keep pushing it, believing that lying to the media, believing that coming to the media, people like what is it called? Ritualist or Okonkwo. Is it, what do you call him? The one who acted in living in bondage. That wretched person who does not practice what he preached. He does not practice what he preached. That's why in his career, he began a movie of money ritual, because that's exactly what he is doing in a real life. Those are the people who sold their people during the time of crusade, during the time of slave era. Those are the same people who sold their people. That's the reason why he opened his mouth. I didn't even want to play that thing because he is not worth playing on my screen. He's a Janjaweed slave. Why would I play a Janjaweed slave on my screen? They ask him, he's saying that the reason why there is nobody on the road on the arrival of the imposter, so-called Nigeria president, in Imo State was because there must be, in a normal visit of the president, there must be a barricading of the road. The road will be barricaded. No one will be moving because the president or guard is coming. Those are people who sold their conscience. Those are people who sold their identity, who sold their life to the devil. Those are the devil themselves, because they dine with the devil. He acted a movie called Living in Bondage. The same thing he played in that movie is the same thing he is playing now. There are those dogs who are looking for meat while the place is burning. You feel that you have arrived just because you join a baby politics. You feel that you have arrived. You are hungry. He's a hungry man. He is hungry. He must make the community donate money for him to feed on. He is very, very hungry. That's the reason why he is seeing something that is plain to see, and he cannot see it. He lacks, he doesn't have a good nutrition because he is blind. His brain does not function. That's the reason why he tell you that the lockdown it did not happen in Imo State, that it was the way that the government, whenever a president is moving, road must be barricaded. More people will be sitting at home. But when Donald Trump traveled from White House to another place, did you see the massive of people who came to receive him? I am talking to you, Mr. Ritualist Okonkwo. I am talking to you. Those who see truth and turn it upside down, your cup is full. Your cup is full. I believe that you are from Biafra land and you are a Biafran. And the reason why your cup is full is that you were part of these people who knew the truth. That's why you went into Nollywood to preach your gospel through drama. Today you have deviated from the truth that you used to know. Those are the things that is going to be haunting you from today. You are a haunted person. You are a haunted person. The spirit of Biafra is going to haunt you. The spirit of Biafra is going to hunt you the same way it is hunting the imposter in Asorok. The spirit of Biafra is going to hunt you, all you evildoers in the land of Biafra, all you Ohaneze, all you on Ohaneze, the fraudsters in the land of Biafra, all you who so called yourself priests and priestesses in Biafra land that are selling your people for pittance, the spirit of Biafra is coming through. It is coming through. Write today's date. If you have your pen and a paper, write today's date. The cup of this guy is full. His cup is full because he does not know what time we are. He does not know what time is it. Mr. Okonkwo, he does not know what time is it. That's the reason why everything that you have preached through movies or through drama is going to come back to haunt you. We have awoken the spirit of Biafra, the spirit of vengeance. He is coming through to destroy everybody that see a truth and turn it upside down. It is going to fight. It is going to fight. Kenneth Okonkwo, thank you. His name is Kenneth Okonkwo Andy in a Living in Bondage movie. That guy, that man you see, he's a ritualist. If he is a ritualist, that is the reason why you see most of these people who are acting on movies, especially Nigerian movies, they play what they are. This is exactly what is going on. They are playing a role of what they are or what they ought to become. Do you know that anybody who joins politics is a ritualist? And I am not saying a ritual is just because they use your blood or they will go and present a sacrifice or this and that. All these mythical stories they used to tell you. A ritualist is a person who cause other people to die, who cause other people to cry. At the expense of other people, they are growing tall every day. That is a ritualist. That is a money ritual. Those are the people who are the real ritualists. Like what this Kenneth Okonkwo is now. I didn't want to play his video of that interview where he is actually selling himself uneducated people just because they are able to speak British language and they give themselves different title or the other. What makes you educated is being able to understand the challenges of what is going on in your community and you are able to innovate something to mitigate those challenges. That is what makes you educated. Maybe you call yourself you are a lawyer, charge and bail lawyer. You are hungry. That is your problem. You are hungry. That is your problem. Because anybody who allows themselves, if you allow yourself to be consumed by greed, and you begin to play politics with the life of the life of your people, or the life of your generation, what does that mean? It means that you are hungry. You've been acting all this Nollywood all the days of your life. It never did anything for you. Then you went into slavery by trading the life of your people, lying because of the life of your with the life of your people, just to get political slot. You are hungry. That is what it is. And I don't want to stay long in this your matter, but the only thing I want to tell you is that you are a hungry man. That's the reason why you don't understand that the president is contagious. That's the reason why people decide to lock themselves in the house. The imposter that landed in Imo State, he is contagious. That's why people hibernated. You are not seeing the insecurity. You are not seeing the killing going on everywhere. If I may ask you, Kenneth Okonkwo, where is your family? Where is your family? Is all your family in Nigeria? If not Nigeria, that you are promoting one Nigeria, that you did not understand that there is a secession movement that is going on. You could support the secession movement of Ojukwu, but you cannot support the secession movement of the fourth generation, the forgiven generation. You believe that everything you do politics. That's the problem of these people. That's the problem of all these greedy dogs, as the Bible called them. You support the secessionists during the time of Ojukwu, like you narrated your concocted stories. That the elder statesmen are not aware that is a secessionist movement, that the elder statesman is not informed, this and that. Are you among the elders? Elders indeed. The elders who we are able to see, the elders who are able to tell themselves or to be truthful to themselves, are well aware, and they are supporting what is going on. Facebook. We were taken down by Facebook, but I believe that we are back online on Facebook. We are back online on Facebook and we must continue. Where we actually stop is that I want to enlighten that man called Mr. Okonkwo. I want to enlighten him in case maybe he is returning from Britain, their master's ground. Maybe he's just returned from Britain, that he does not know that the elderly people, that the traditional rulers are actually behind the struggle. Those traditional rulers whom have woken up to the knowledge of the truth. Because it is not everybody that will wake up to the knowledge of the truth at once. Some people, their wickedness is beyond repair, because you can never get anything good from them. You will never get anything good from them. Their wickedness is beyond repair. That is their problem. And that is the reason why you are seeing those ones whom that they are myopic to see what the youth are fighting for, what people on the ground are fighting for. That's the reason why you cannot see them. But I will enlighten you for free, in case if you are not aware. The traditional rulers in the South, they are all in support of what we are doing. Some of them might be playing politics. Some of them knew what happened in 1967. Those people who died in 1967, they will not die for nothing. And their blood must be avenged. And the only way that you can avenge their death is by achieving Biafra. By making sure that whatever they died for, it will not be in vain. And that is what the people are fighting for. And all you have to offer is to come and lie, because you believe you have small influence, because you acted envy in living in bondage. You believe you have arrived. You are nothing but a wretched. You are nothing but a wretched, uneducated human being. You are educated. Why aren't you innovative? Why aren't you doing anything? Why did you go into politics? Because you don't have education. That's the reason why you went into politics. The easiest way. There is nothing different between Yahoo boys and politicians. Politicians are just Yahoo boys with immunity. Politicians are Yahoo boys with immunity. That is what they are. But yet they prosecute. If you see what transpired between Abba Kyari and the normal people, the way he was arresting innocent people, naming them Yahoo boy, the way the Yahoo boys make him an errand boy, even make him the recipient of all the money they have stolen. And he was a Yahoo man or Yahoo boy or Yahoo policeman. When you give him any amount of money, he kills whoever you want him to kill. The same way it is happening in Nigeria. Your politicians are the Yahoo boys who have immunity. Just like the same way Abba Kyari had immunity, being a Yahoo boy, and yet he is prosecuting Yahoo boys. What does that tell you? Wickedness in the highest order. Some animals are more important than other animals. Power of politics. Power of politics. It destroyed a lot of people. But what I am going to advise All these politicians in the likes of Hope Uzodimma, all these politicians in the likes of Dave Omahi, all these politicians in the life of Obiano, all these politicians in the East, because I will not mention the South because there is nothing like South. In geographical teaching, there is nothing like South. Sorry. There is nothing like South. It's either you have a South, you have East, and you have West. That is how it is. For you to be answering South, who gave you that name? Is it the same people who gave you curriculum of your education? Are the same people who wrote South for you? Did you learn that in your geography? No. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Because your ignorance is too much. Your ignorance thinks that when you pass, people can actually get the smell of your ignorance. That is what your problems are. All these governors, all these South governors, all these East governors, all of them, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, all of you guys, be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. If you love yourself, be very, very careful. Otherwise, make sure you go and buy yourselves apartments in abroad, because that place will not even be safe for you. If you don't join force with the youth, because this is the time of the youth, no longer the time of elder statesmen. This is the time of the young generation to take over, to write their history that you refuse to write all these years that you have been suffering or going through neo-colonialism. All the history they have written and given to you, we are saying no to those history, and we are making a plan to write our own history or go back to the history of whom we were before they arrived. And part of it is the disintegration of Nigeria. Nigeria is going to burn. If you don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you do not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria. Let me reserve this at the closure of this program. Let me reserve this comment for the closure. Maybe I will get it very clear. There is something I want you to hear from all these Efulefus. All these Efulefus. There is something I want you to hear. Because when a blind person, it is only a blind man, it is only an ignorant fool that is not able to understand the handwriting on the wall. Nigeria will be better. Nigeria will be better. That's what they keep telling you. Until you all die off, Nigeria will still be better. Let us first of all listen to common men on the ground before we come to your political elite who does not have anything true that is truthful in their agenda. Let's listen to common men, even though some of them are efulefus who does not even know their problem, talk more of searching for solution to their problem. Let's listen to them first before we come to this old people who have sold them their lives and their generation.
We have uniform men, but we don't have security men.
What is happening in this country? We have no more confidence in our military.
A common bandit like me will attack a military Nigerian army that I know. Then my life, our life
is at risk.
So it is a worrisome.
The military, the government, they cannot
Let me
even
play
secure
it back.
us.
Let me push it
What we
back
just have to do is to go back to God.
so that
We
you will
have
listen.
uniform men, but we don't have security men.
Thank you.
What is happening in this country? We have no more confidence in our military.
A common bandit like me will attack a military Nigerian army that I know. Then
A common
our
bandit
life is
like you.
at risk. So it is a worrisome.
The military, the government, they cannot even secure us. What we just have to do is to go back to God.
This is a bandit
Is the only
attacking
one and
military.
ultimate.
Attacking
We believe
military
our government, they have failed us.
The military is supposed to be
in Zamfara State.
the last hope for the common man that we should
How
defend
many
the
people
common
were
man, because
killed?
the core duty of the military
Killing
is
12
to defend the
officers and
territorial
seizing their
integrity
weapons. Bandit
of the
attacking
country.
military
But in a situation whereby they are now being attacked
in Zamfara State,
in
killing
such
12
a
officers. But
ferocious
when you
manner,
look at their news every
it
day,
calls for a
they
lot of
will tell you
questioning.
the military
And the hierarchy of the
create
military
panic to
should
the
also
Boko Haram.
go back
Boko
to the
Haram
drawing
are
board. What is
fleeing
actually
from
happening?
this
I
place
remember
and they are
some years back,
found this place.
Nigerian
And the
military is rated as the
people in the
best
likes of Femi
in
Kayode,
Africa.
they will be posting.
Nigeria has sent soldiers to
They will
Afghanistan,
be
to many
posting
countries
rubbish.
for peacekeeping.
People, they will be posting rubbish. Military, our boys, our gallant boys, they are doing it. They are doing it. Which of your gallant boys do you have soldiers? What you have is terrorists. You have no soldiers. After NSAS protest, that's when most of the soldiers in Nigeria armed force, they withdrew. Most of them joined the youth to protect their life. While your Efulefus in the north are busy believing that this government is going to do something for them. And that is the reason why they will keep taking over their land. You call on bounty of 100 million on the head of a chosen one of God, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and you believe your land will be spared. From Zamfara to Jos, from Jos to Daura, from many, it will move places to places in the north until those people who will not see truth and call it truth just because they believe politics is in their favor, you will have no place to go. You will have no place to go. It is coming and it is very, very imminent. For those of you who cannot see, call a spade a spade. It is going to take over your land. You will not have any place to go. You will become Fulani slaves. That is how it is. Let's pay attention to people's cry.
Look at during the time of Abacha, when there were crises in Liberia and Sierra Leone. The Nigerian military single-handedly brought peace to that place. Today, they are attacking Barrack, killing soldiers anyhow. They attack NDA, went inside and killed soldiers. Now, Zamfara. So what is the problem?
Attacking Barrack, killing soldiers out at every places. Because these people attacking soldiers are the soldiers, the stranger amongst the people. Those are the strangers among the people. Many hundreds of Boko Haram who are going to be presented to the court. Probably they are going to be released on bail and say that are repented Boko Haram because they want to be recruiting them into your leadership so that your security will not stand a chance. Because now the reason why they bought all these things, they bought tank and all these things you call in and say they are fighting Boko Haram or they are fighting terrorists. These are camouflage because they are actually moving those terrorists out of the bush, bringing them into your city. That's the reason why they are able to go into the military base and they attack them, kill many the gallant, the real soldiers. Because as long as you are the real soldiers, they are coming to exterminate you because they don't want anything to do with the real soldiers. They only want to be the one calling the shot because the database of Nigeria security, they have it. They have it. They have the database of Nigerian security. The only thing they will keep crippling you, they will keep making sure that they destabilize every angle of your security that is still, that those real security men, though they are ignorant. Those ignorant real security men that you still have in your military, they will keep making sure that they take those people out of the picture because that is the plan. As long as you are still a real uniform security or army officer in the zoological republic called Nigeria, you are going to be exterminated one after another. By who? By the same people whom you call your colleague because you have no sense, you don't reason. You have no sense, you don't reason. That's the reason why these terrorists that the government is proudly integrating into your military and calling the rest of them, please come out of the bush and repent. Now we are going to give you guns and everything. You sit in the city. Come out of the bush and repent. That's what your government writing love letter to your terrorists that are killing people, that are taking you out of your homes. You people in the north who are ignorant because of your wickedness. That is the reason why your land is being taken away from you, because of your ignorant nature. And it will keep happening. Make sure as you are joining us, you keep sharing this video because Facebook does not want us to preach this gospel. Make sure as you are joining us, you share this video. Make sure when you are joining, invite others to join because you must be enlightened today. Those ignorant dogs in the north, you must be enlightened because of your ignorance, the rest of the people in the north, the good people in the north are paying for it. But the reason why they are paying for it is because they are dependent on this certain syndicate to be the one to fight for them. But you know that they don't give a damn about you. Why are you still depending on them to fight your battle, even though they don't care about you? Why don't you rise up and fight for what belongs to you? Because if you lose that land, you Hausas from these Fulanese, from Sahel, Mali, Senegambia, if you lose that land, you will have no place to run because you will be seen as a bandit as well as those people whom are the real bandits taking over your land because you call yourself Hausa Fulani. No one will accept you. No one. If you keep placing bounty on the head of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, if you keep clamoring for one Nigeria, whatever you keep saying that will be intimidating people who are fighting for your freedom, the more your land is being taken over. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told all these military people in Nigeria to go and join the youth to defend their land. The ignorant ones among them made sure that they remain behind. That's why after attacking the academy, killing One, some of them are Biafran soldiers. They were killed in the military academy. Are you paying attention? Somebody Okonkwo, is it somebody Okonkwo or Okereke was killed during the time of academy attack. Today, 12 officers, or yesterday, 12 officers were killed. 12 officers in the barracks, in the military barracks. Why will people who just come out of nowhere come into the barracks, kill 12 people, still escape? And you are telling me that it is not those same military or those same Boko Haram that Nigeria's imposter claim that they have repented, that you put into your military. They know everywhere and every areas of your military. For those of you like in the likes of John Obiozo, for those of you in the likes of John Obiozo, that will be saying we Biafrans, that will be saying we Biafrans, you speak your mind and leave the mind of the people. Because what it is during the time of referendum that is imminent. It is one man, one vote. You cannot speak the mind of the people anymore. You can no longer speak the mind of people anymore. Listen to the lamentation of people. These are people from the north, actually. These are people from the north. For those of you who will believe that it is only the Biafrans that are seeing what is happening, it is not only the Biafrans, but the people in the north that are seeing what is happening. What happens is that they suppress their voice, that they don't have a voice. Let's pay attention.
The other time it was NDA, now 12 military men were killed. I don't understand. When we voted this government into power, they assured us of security. But today, we are not getting the security. That's number one. Number two, for 12 soldiers to be killed, it means the soldiers are themselves, they are not at alert. Before they kill one, kill two, kill three, kill four.
Why
kill
would
five,
they
kill
be
six.
at alert? Which
Yeah,
who
you have
will
gone with
alert
you.
them?
They are not at alert. So our soldiers should be on the alert always. We are facing insecurity in Nigeria,
Who
and
is
they are the
going
first
to
target.
alert them when the
If
10
once
people
you wear the
who
military uniform, you are
call
a
them
target to
the
the
Nigeria
bandits.
soldier,
You understand me?
who
So they
recruited
should
them,
be at alert always.
are the same people
Leaders,
who
they
are
actually
bringing
folded
the
their
same
hands
the people
and
to
they even
exterminate
encouraged it.
them.
Number one, they didn't create
And you are telling
people
us they are not at
saying it was
alert.
bad.
Who will
Yes,
alert
like
them
every year.
when they are
And
the
different
ones killing
so many different
themselves?
things. And when you know what they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when young people are idle, when everyone is idle, what do you expect them to do? And you've already empowered them, you've given them weapons. Some of them, they've been given weapons maybe by politicians and other people for election purposes to intimidate their opponents and the rest of all that. So you've given these people weapons. Now you're done using them. Those weapons are still in their possession. There are no jobs, there's no food.
Did you hear that? Did you hear how Nigeria created their terrorists? Did you hear how they created and they've been sponsoring their terrorists? That's why they are telling you that these terrorists, they have repented, because they know that they single-handedly Facebook kindly allow us to finish this gospel of freedom of mankind. Stop dropping our frame. Stop dropping the frame. Because we are actually broadcasting in a very, very low resolution. And yet our frame is being dropped every minute. So, as I was saying, the same people who are killing these people that call themselves the soldiers or the military are the same people they call their colleagues. Listen attentively to these men to hear how Nigeria created their terrorists. Listen very attentively to know how Nigeria created their terrorists. This is the same thing I was telling you guys the few days ago. There is this event of soldiers happen now. Someone from nowhere in the north is telling us the same story. Let's see how Nigerian government imported their terrorists from Sahel to help them rig the election, giving them guns and ammunition, explosives. At the end of the day, they left all these things in their hands. Pay attention and hear it yourself.
Inflation, I think inflation is over 20% or thereabout, food inflation. So many different things. So what do you expect them to do? They have the weapons. So purposes to intimidate their opponents and the rest of all that. So if you've given these people weapons, now you're done using them. Those weapons are still in their possession. There are no jobs, there's no food, there's inflation.
We are a target to the bandits. You understand me? So they should be at alert always.
The leaders, they actually folded their hands and they even
Pay
encouraged
attention.
it. Number one, they
Keep
didn't
sharing
create
this
jobs for
video.
young people. The educational sector is bad. There is strike every year. Also strike every year. So many different things. And when, you know what they say, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So when young people are idle, when everyone is idle, what do you expect them to do? And you've already empowered them, you've given them weapons. Some of them, they've been given weapons maybe by politicians and other people for election purposes to intimidate.
Are you paying attention?
So you've given these people weapons. Now you're done using them. Those weapons are still in their possession. There are no jobs, there's no food.
That is how terrorist is formed in Nigeria. That is how Boko Haram got all their weapons, because those weapons were given them by your politicians. And they are the ones sponsoring them still, because whenever it is time for election, this is how they win their election. They go and import all the terrorists in Sahel, in sub-Saharan. They will be dropping them with a truck into Nigeria. And when they win the election, they gave them guns, explosive, everything, sophisticated weapons. And when they are done with them, they will abandon them and select the ones they need to use to open their terrorist organization. And the other ones are going to rebel, call themselves the Boko Haram. The other ones call themselves the bandit, Fulani headsmen, or Qaidas. Those are all the terrorists, the dangerous terrorists in Sahel or in sub-Saharan. All of them are in Nigeria, courtesy of Nigeria government and British masters. You can hear it from this young boy. He said that it is the same people who were given. I know you don't care about the voice of a common man, so me explaining it to you is inconsequential. Rather, let's move on. Let's move on.
There's inflation, I think inflation is over 20% or thereabout, food inflation, so many different things. So what do you expect them to do? They have the weapons. So there's nothing else to do than to attack people, kill people, kidnap. And now it has even gotten to the extent of invading military camps, invading military facilities. So I don't think anyone in Nigeria is safe, even the politicians as well. They are not even safe.
The government itself are not sincere about the whole thing.
Thank you.
They will go to Zamfara today, they will say they killed 20 people. Maybe when you go to find out, it will be like 40, 50. Apart from that, the government are not telling the people the simple truth. Why am I saying they are not telling the people
the
simple truth? In the sense that, look at what happened in NDA, Nigeria Defense Academy in Kaduna. the whole military officers were kidnapped without even a shoot of bullet. How did it happen? How? On a layman in the street, sometimes you begin to wonder that these people that are even our leaders, so-called leaders, how they rule us, how the things are doing. I don't know how they looked at us, because on the normal ground, you being an educated person, by the time some things happen and somebody come out with a fabricated lie, it's so obvious that you'll be thinking how.
You can see and you can hear it yourself. They are not reporting to you. Before we proceed now, let me warn these people who are giving all this fake news about the Biafrans. Make sure you keep sharing this video for those people who are giving this fake news about the Biafrans. Let me warn them, because you know, in everything there is always agent. There is always agent, the agent of the zoo. Let me play this video for you. This thing was a video that was reported by one Sean TV. I don't know, one Sean TV, but I don't know if they are originally the people who recorded this video, because if it is them, meanwhile Sean TV, let me play this video.
Compre Nkume on fire. Compre Nkume on fire. ESM warning for the students that they see today. Right, Engineer Wayek? ESM warning for the student that they see today. Right, Engineer Wayek? The Compre building. The new building is on fire. The new building is on fire right now. They saw students going for their exam. They were like, okay, you people are disobeying us. So soon, they arrived. So it's a warning. Once they say sit at home, you sit at home.
Did you see the agent of Zoological Republic? Did you see the reporters of Zoological Republic? Did you see how they operate? When they create sit at home was not order given by anybody. Sit at home is not an order given by anybody. Sit at home was what people decide that they want to do for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But listen to this Efulefus. Listen to these people, because they always believe that you are stupid. They always believe that you are too gullible. That whatever they present to you, you against ESN and IPOB, you pick it, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter, because you wouldn't even pay attention anyway. But at the end of the day, all these Efulefus making this video, such as this Efulefu who made this other video the first day of sit at home, such as that one who made that video on the first day of sit at home, claiming that the IPOB ESN, that he is live and direct, this and that. All these Efulefus, they are the same people who are making this same video that you are watching.
Okay.
Telling you that IPOB ESN went to disrupt children from writing their exams.
These are people.
When Nigeria projects, when those governors you have and those
everything
leaders of your community that you have, they do this thing in order to make sure that they make IPOB
these are
and the ESN the wrong people. But this is the handwork of Nigeria. This is the handwork of whichever government, wherever this thing is happening. As you saw the threats of Obiano, you saw how Obiano was threatening the people of Anambra State, the market, the banks, the financial institutions. He was
No, they are
threatening
not
them,
joking.
telling them if you do not
this
open,
is serious matter. When they say sit at home, he sit at home.
that if
For
you do
their
not
life.
open on Monday, that you will be shut down for
Their
good.
life. Now all
These
the
are
students
what
have
they
left
will
the exam,
do
and today
because
is
they see
English.
that people are not
Yeah.
paying attention. These are what the
Today is
type of
English. They
things
should
they
have
are
postponed
able
it.
to
At
present to
least like
you,
Wednesday or Thursday. Huh?
just to
Now the bike
make
are
the
on
name of
fire. All
IPOB
the
and
bikes.
ESN
All the bikes
to
on
appear
fire.
bad in the eyes of the
More
world.
than
That's why
more than 10
CNN,
bikes here now.
when they were
It's on fire.
reporting, they were
More
reporting
than
that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu
more
was
than 10 bikes
extradited.
on fire.
There was something Mazi Simon Ekpe said that
More than
everybody must start
more
tweeting,
than
and then because CNN need to recapture what they wrote. They need to recapture what they wrote. First of all, we need to know if Nigeria and Kenya have even had extradition treaty. If they have it at all, do they have extradition treaty? But CNN already ran to report that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. He's been running since 2015. It's just that so many of you don't listen to instructions. Like I used to tell, but whenever I am speaking, whichever way that you are going to do it, it doesn't matter whose platform it happened. It doesn't matter whose platform that these things are being done or that is getting results. All that matters is that we need to get results, regardless of where that result is coming from. When he says that you must call the attention of CNN to go back to what they reported, because that's, if I told you 2 days ago that the reason why CNN or reported what they reported because they want to attract the attention of Nigeria government, because they come with millions of dollars. So you know how much they come with? Millions of dollars. That's why they just flash it without saying the real story, the way it is. They just flash it for gullible people who does not pay attention to just believe that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and extradited. Who will get arrested and extradited within the course of 4 days? Is it possible? How does extradition process work? It means that the American FBI is supposed to fly down and take al-Bakr a long time ago. Why aren't they doing it if the extradition is so easy like that? The same They keep dropping our frame and we are going to keep putting it up because we are resolute. When you join this live broadcast, you keep sharing this video. When the view is going up, they drop the frame to make sure that all of you are disappeared because they don't want you to pay attention to the gospel of freedom. But whether they like it or not, the mankind is paying attention. The world is paying attention. Because what we are preaching here is gospel of freedom. So you do not expect them to have it easy on us. But what I am telling you is that when they keep reporting this type of things,
on fire,
just to paint IPOB
they packed everything
red, to call them the problematic people. But believe you me, that problem they are looking for, the problem they are looking for, they are going to get it soon.
Came inside there, this is examination.
The problem they are looking for, they are going to get it soon.
Please sit at home.
By acting all this drama, chasing kids from schools, saying it's IPOB and ESN.
No, they are not joking. This is serious matter.
The problem you have is that you do not know who is your criminal and who is your savior.
For your dear life.
The people of Nigeria does not know who is the criminal and who is their savior. That's the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS custody today. Because your criminal goes scot-free. Your savior is always the one paying for the crime of your criminals.
More than 10 bikes here now. It's on fire.
Look at, are you listening? Are you paying attention?
On fire.
They create these things. I don't know who is this Janjaweed. You can see image. That's why I make sure I copied it. The first place I saw this, I made sure I copied it with the same person name in front of it. Janjaweed, because they will always show a way for you to find out that they are Janjaweed. They are the ones doing this. Acting drama. Just to pin it on IPOB and ESN. But let me warn them. This is the last thing they will do. Because maybe unknown gunmen will find them along the way. One day, soon. This is the last of this thing they will do. The next one they are going to do, they are going to be caught red-handed and they are going to be exterminated on a cold blood. You want to make ESN and IPOB the criminal. Why Fulani is there raping your mothers and in your farm? Why Fulani Janjaweed is there taking over your land? Hope Uzodinma is there giving your land over to the Fulanis. Let me see if I have that where people are lamenting, crying that Hope Uzodinma is taking their farmland, where they are feeding. There was actually a protest in Imo State in less than 24 hours ago. There is actually a protest that happened in Imo State in less than 24 hours. Let us hear that protest and you will see. Hope Uzodinma is busy taking the land of common men to give for Ruga. Your Supreme Court president, they keep forcing themselves on you all the time. That's what they keep doing, forcing themselves on you. Let's listen to Hope Uzodinma, the Fulani slave.
No land for Ruga. 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 No land for Ruga.
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
Akakwenu. Akakwenu. Ndị Akabu nọ ihe a ha megokwe protest ha shi na ha Akabu na Akabu autonomous community no Uguta local government ha go emege protest na ala ha n'ebe a na-akpọ Benkov ndị gọọmenti bịara through TC chairman with other government delegates bịa meet eze shi na ha chụrụ ala gọọmenti ha chụrụ from federal government. I go kwa na sha na anyị nwe ha ala na-enye for anything. Ala is already not available for any project for Ruga. Ọkwa ihe anyị protest a.
Akabu mmanụ. Information na anyị nwetere na enwere ndị ashebi ewere ala anyị abịa gbeze anyị na ha chọrọ ala ekubeghị ekwu akabeghị aka ihe ọzọ anyị nụrụ na abịlị ma biko na abịlị meke akaba dị ha wee ihe awụ individual lands ebe a ka anyị na-esi akpata ihe anyị na-eri anyị enweghị ọrụ ọzọ eji mara Akabu na aha ọrụ ugbo na ala ka anyị na-akọta ihe anyị na-eri gọọmenti amaghị maka anyị ala anyị ka anyị na-ejiri ha hapụla ala onye ọbụla dealugo with anybody dealugo with a fraudster. Akabu never in any way agree to sell an inch of land to anybody, any government office. Talk less of Ruga or whatever nonsense they are calling it. We do not want. We want to live our life in peace. Let us continue the way we are living. That is all. Government project, we have not seen any before. We are not getting anything from the government. Governor or whatever government, we have none of their support in anything we are doing. We are surviving on our own. Yes, and we wish to continue that way. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
Akabu kwenu. Akabu kwenu. Kwenu. Kwezonu. Biko always okwu. Na ibara we go see nwute anyị n'ụbọchị taa na achọrọ iwere ala anyị nyefee ndị anyị na-amaghị ndị ha ahụ ha na-abịa chi wetara nke a na-akpọ Ruga so anyị si na ya chọghị ụdị ihe rote ahụ and ile anya ebe a niile ala niile n'ebe atụchala ya and the individual and non-individual egochara ala niile n'ebe atinyecha ya bikon so anyị nweghịzi an inch anyị achọghị ha ga-emechi ya na-erepụ onwe anyị na-agbagharị gị ọsọ so anyị achọghị ụdị ihe rote ahụ ndewo
kwenu akaburienu nwenu aha mbụ Honorable Edward Onyejawa this ala na-asị anyị na-ama ndị na-achọ iwere bịara iwere I'm one of the landlords ebe a na-arụgharị ndị nke ọzọ ọ bụ nke anyị ka ga-eji rụọ Ruga ya ka anyị ji si mba na anyị ga-ekwe ya anyị ga-anabata ya anyị kwenyere ihe the entire South kwuru si na no way for Ruga, no way for open grazing. So that's our stance here today. Thank you.
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
Are you paying attention?
No land for Ruga. No land for Ruga.
Because
no
everything they want to do,
no
you will be the one who is going to pay for it.
No land for Ruga. No.
Whatever they want to do, you are definitely going to be the one paying for it. It is done at your expense. Whatever they are doing are done at your own expense. You see, the common men who are struggling to even make a living, they want to take their farmland to give to the Fulanese for Ruga. And without compensation, not even if there will be a compensation, they want to give your land to the terrorists. They want to take your land and give to the terrorists. At least, this is when I say, all these political leaderships, all these political leaders who are the syndicate to what is happening in Nigeria, to what is happening in the South, in the Southeast, I have one. I only have 4 words for you. Your cup is full. Your cup is full. You are waking a sleeping dogs. You are busy waking a sleeping dogs. Let the sleeping dogs lie. Pursue. So we are back again. We keep coming back. They keep kicking us out, but we keep coming back. What I have for these leaders who are busy sabotaging what is happening on the ground, your cup is full. Allow the sleeping dogs to lay because you are waking up the youth. You are waking up the youth, and the youth is going to rise up soon. And you are going to run helter skelter. It is going to be a chess roll, like the book of Isaiah. It is going to be like a chess roll because you will have no place to hide. You will have no place to go. At least in Wike of River State, he is realizing that the imposter in Asorok will never do anybody good. After they have used him to kill the Biafrans, he is now realizing that's why he is able to tell Devil Mahi, another person who is hypnotized by Fulanis, who is a Fulani slaves. Devil Mahi, a Fulani slave, you are calling this presidency, this mask wearer, the imposter, the best thing that happened to you, to the Janjaweed country called Nigeria. You are saying that Buhari is the best thing that has happened to people. That your Lucifer must give you another president, just like an imposter in Asorok. That is what you are saying. That is what you are calling for. You are not seeing the terrorism that is happening. You are not seeing the place, the Nigeria burning down. I am not against Nigeria burning down because it must burn to the ashes so that the remnant will remember whom they are. But at the end of the day, Fulanis are trotting into your land. Fulanis are trotting into your land. The only thing you are praying, God give you a president like the imposter, the mask wearer, the dead president. I don't know that the dead can travel. That's why he went to Imo State. There was a ghost town. The reason why there was a ghost town in Imo State, because people are afraid of seeing the ghost. Because it was a ghost who came to Imo State. And therefore, Mahi, you are praying, your generation, you will pray for curse to be upon your generation. That's exactly what you are doing. You are praying for curse to be upon your generation. Because what you hope Uzodimo Haneze Ndibo, Obiozo, what all of you are doing, you are calling on what is called generational curse. This is how it is built up. This is how it begins. When your children are suffering from it, or when your remnant are suffering from it, you will be going from churches to churches. All these things you run from churches to churches are the same thing your ancestors did, or you did when you were in your ancestors. That's why you are paying for it. And every time you're going from one churches to another, and that's the reason why God presented you with those exploiters you call your prophet and pastors. They keep exploiting you because you are paying for your crime. There is always someone to use against someone, but at the end of the day, no sin goes unpunished. Whatever you have done is the case that you are going to answer. Let us go to this old man who does not know that he was young in Nigeria, and now Nigeria is burning. He never realized that people are dying just because he called himself a politician. Let us listen to him. Those are the same people like Hope Uzodinma and Dave Omahi, but apparently he was a senator.
We are not a failure. Nigeria is not a failure.
Before you are joining, if you are joining us for the first time, make sure you keep sharing this video. If you are joining us, make sure you keep sharing this video. If you come in to be enlightened, invite others to do so. Invite others to do so. Maybe it might not allow you to share this video, but no, it will allow you. Make sure you keep sharing this video before we proceed, that the whole world may pay attention to the knowledge of the truth. The whole world must pay attention to the knowledge of the truth. Because we are not fighting against the flesh and blood. We are fighting against the principalities and power of Lucifer. And that is the reason why we are using the same principle. Destroying the neo-colonial that is called nigger area. Destroying the neo-colonial structure that is called nigger area. Destroying the slave structure in Africa that is called nigger area. That is what we are doing with the same principle that was used to create it. The same principle that was used to create it, the same principalities, is what we are going to use to throwing down the walls of the slavery or the structures of slavery called the nigger area. Because the same day that nigger area is disintegrated, the same day the consciousness of every black man, be you in America, be you wherever you are, the same way your problem started, once it is destroyed, that is called generational curse. It must be destroyed from the root. That curse must be reversed from the root, from nigger area. If you don't uproot this curse from the root called the nigger area, there is no way you are going to get it right. There is no way you are going to make those people whom were sold from this same place to remember there is a home in Africa. As long as you keep promoting nigger area, the worst abomination that happened to mankind, if you look back to see what your people were subjected into just because they want to create a nigger area. What these people you see today call your leaders were subjected our people to. People were alive, rotten in the slave ship. People were dying. People were raped. You know, there is a lot of things that they have done that they have never apologized for. And yet, when you are crying that you want to disintegrate the origin of these things that reminds you of what they did in the 325 AD, you are not being heard because they are not apologetic about what they have done. That's why it is very important. No matter how it comes, no matter how it happens, there must be a disintegration of the zoological republic called Nigeria. There must be a disintegration of the zoological republic called Nigeria. Nigger area. Lord Lugard created it, call it nigger area. Portuguese and France, when they came, they modernized it. They modernized it and make it, and they spice it up and call it Nigeria or Nigeria. And because English is not your version, or pronunciation or of all those things are not your thing, nigger company of Lord Lugard, the nigger company that was controlled by Lord Lugard during that century was do you know that nigger company was the people whom are doing slave trade? That is the company that you are hearing. That is the reason why they left their franchise from the origin, where they made the biggest profit in slavery or in slave trade. They left their what is it called? Their franchise. They made it their head office and call it nigger area, because every nigger in the world have a trace back of or have a origin from these places they brought together and called nigger area. That is why I say to you that the Biafrans are the tribe of Judah. They are the lion of the tribe of Judah. That's why this is their attire. If you know anybody who know their history, if you are aware of anybody who know their history, I am not talking about someone who know archaeological history. I am not talking about someone who know who studied, is it these mythical stories they wrote to you, or theological history they wrote to you, tell you that when you go to theological school, it means that God automatically called you, you become a man of God. These are the same thing we are going through. These are the same manipulations you are going through. They keep keeping you in your comfort zone. The reason why you are wearing a head of a head of a lion, the head of a lion, and the red cap on top is because you are the lion of tribe of Judah. And you are supposed to be the one waking the whole world up. You are the tribe of chief. But you are not aware of that because of the greediness of so many of you. Because of the greediness of so many of these red cap chiefs. Because when the ground is not good, it is in favor of these red cap chiefs. When there is a problem in the land, it favors red cap chiefs, which you see as politicians today. And it will keep getting worse until something is done. Nigeria is calling for a war. Nigeria is calling for a problem. But we are going to see exactly what is going to happen in the next court presentation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. In the next court presentation of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that will determine how Nigeria is going to burn. That is going to determine how it is going to burn. Because I know that these governors that you are seeing today are not even paying attention to the cry of the people, or knowing that power belongs to the people. If they want to sit at home for 1 month, they will sit at home. They are actually doing this thing. It is called a fasting. They are fasting for their leader because they know no one else except Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as the leader of the East, as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Be you Hope Uzodinma, be you Dave Umahi, be you what do you call it, Obiano? Be you the governor of Rivers or Igodomi, Igodo, Ison, be you all these governors. People know one man who have represented them, who have given them back who is about to give them back their identity, who have introduced them back to whom they are, who have opened their eyes, who have made them to realize that their land must not be taken away from them. Just like the Fulani is trodden down the north, the Hausas, because you allow them to go into you and cleave unto you, and you are called Hausa Fulanis. Because you allow evil to thrive. That's why the evil is thriving on your expense, you people in the north, and it will keep thriving until you repent, until you realize that you have done it once, that you will not do it again. You enslaved these same people in the land of Egypt before you lost the land of Egypt and found yourself in sub-Saharan, and you are called the Hausas, and you are not able to tell yourselves the truth for once. Because if you want to, the people who are holding Nigeria down, that is allowing Fulanis to have dominion or power over Nigeria, is not no one else but Hausas. Those your politicians. There are many good Hausa people. There are a lot of good people, but their voice is suppressed. But it is high time that you need to come out in your number and repossess your land. You are pharaohs, and Pharaoh is not known for a person who give up. He challenged the God Almighty. But in his ignorance, he was destroyed. He was doomed. And he was taken away from his ancestral land. Now you find yourself there. Fulani will take it away from you because you don't want to correct your curse. You are not ready to correct your curse. You keep repeating one mistake over and over again. That is the reason why Fulani is taking over your land. Let's listen to Senator Abdullah. Is it Abdullah Adamu? Senator Abdullah Adamu. Let's listen to him because those are the reason why you are running away from your homes, because they are the terrorists themselves. Let's listen to what he have to say. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. He is not seeing that people are dying, but he is seeing that Nigeria is not a failure. Nigger area is the biggest failure in century. Is the biggest failure to mankind. And you are here as old as you are not able to tell yourself the truth. You don't even know your history because you are supporting the history written onto you by a white person from Europe. As old as you are, now you will realize a fool at 40 is a fool forever. They have no return. You can never return back. Let's pay attention to him. Make sure you keep sharing this video. As you are joining us, make sure you invite others to join.
We are not a failure. Nigeria is not a failure. This government has not failed. When you see a system that cannot leave a crisis at formative period, then the chances are everyone that comes along the line, the generation, will inherit it. No Nigerian problem started with this government.
No Nigerian problem started with this government. This is what they keep deceiving themselves with. Which government? Is this the first time Buhari is becoming a president of Nigeria? Is this the first time? In the 80s, Buhari, if I am not mistaken, 80s or 90s, he was a president of the Zoological Republic. That is what I am asking. It is not, if this problem did not start with this government, but at the end of the day, you've been doing something the same, using the same models of operandi since 1960. And you are still using the same method today, and you are expecting a different result, even in the fourth generation. And you are telling me that it didn't start from this government. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Let's keep paying attention.
Administration. Not one of them started during this time. Maybe as we move on, the problem has become more and more pronounced than before.
Thank you. At least you are able to know that the problem is becoming more advanced more than ever before. It is becoming more problematic more than ever before. People are dying more than ever before. Has been dying just like this all these years. It's just that there is no media to expose your wickedness. That is the reason why you are saying that this today it is this and that. All of you have never represented anyone in Nigeria. That's why the youth are going to rise up and change, and it will be like a chess roll. The revolution that will happen. Hold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu captive. Don't present him to the court of law on this October, on this upcoming October. Do what you did the last time and tell us that you don't have logistics to bring him to court. Who provides, whose problem that you don't have logistics to present him to court? If you do not have what it takes to cater for your abducted ones, release them to go. If you don't have what it takes to cater for your abducted ones, release them to go. You don't have logistics to bring them to court. You don't have shame. There is no shame in the face of this leadership. You guys are going to burn with the way, if you don't denounce this nigger area that you keep calling one nigger area, you are going to burn with it.
There's more banditry today than there was at independence. There has been more problems with Boko Haram over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years than there ever was at independence. So I feel a sense of responsibility and duty to talk to government in a manner that government will understand me as a friend of government, not as an enemy of government. When we start shouting on rooftops, hey, 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 some of the people with the strongest voices criticizing government, we put the way to try them. They failed. They failed. Some of them were given to executives from organizations in this country. They opened the accounts of those organizations in their own personal account. Those of you who are old enough. If you doubt that, I'll tell you the name. I don't want to put you people with a crisis, but we have them. And they are the staunchest critics of government. How many airports were there in Nigeria in 1960? Airports. Domestic airports. How many international airports were there in Nigeria in 1960? How many seaports were there in Nigeria in 1960? How many are there now? How many universities are there in Nigeria in 1960? How many do we have now? How many polytechnics do we have? How many colleges of education do we have in 1960? How many do we now have? How many hospitals, general hospitals, do we have in 1960? How many what do you call them? Specialist hospitals did we have in 1960? How many do we have now? Go down. How many secondary schools were in your state? What is now your state? In 1960, how many secondary schools do you have? How many do you have now? How many trunk A roads? Trunk A roads do we have in 1960? How many do we have now? How do you measure progress? Do you measure progress by just the banditry? Or by Boko Haram occurrences in Nigeria? We have a way of always comparing ourselves with some other places. Yes, it's a natural phenomenon. We all tend to do so. But the fact remains, Nigeria is not Ghana. Nigeria is Nigeria.
Nigeria is nigger area. It is nigger area because it can never be Ghana. Why are you comparing Ghana with nigger area? You are created. You are own. You are a subject of Lord Lugard, who died long time ago. So why would you say Nigeria is not Ghana? Why are you comparing something that does not exist and something that exists? Did you hear anything up with? Did you see nigger Ghana called nigger? Can't you read the handwriting on the wall?
We have a population of not less than 200 million people.
Country.
No African country that I know has that population to feed. Yes, we failed here and there in terms of managing things and the rest of it, even at the government level. I admit this. I admit this. But let us not aggregate those samples here and there of what you can see as measurable failure as a failure of the whole country. No country, no matter how civilized, no matter how good the economy is, has no failings. See what's happening in America. They are a democracy, are more democratic than they are more civilized than they are. The education is their own education. The culture is their own culture. We still see cracks of failure.
That is how they come all the time. They always use these things to come all the time to lie to you. These are politicians speaking, because you can never hear a politician speak something that is happening and speak it the way it is. They will bring here, bring there, and they come here like this, and you believe that they are making sense. They are actually making no sense. That's why he is saying that all this problem has been there before this regime come into power. It means that you guys have been doing things the same way that you've been doing it since 1960, using the constitution of the British, which they used to colonize you. You are using them to colonize the people. And you are expecting to get different results. It does not work that way. It doesn't happen like that. You ain't gonna get different result when you are using the same method. The only method that is workable for that nigger area is disintegration of nigger area. If you disintegrate nigger area, then you get it right. That's it. Disintegration or nothing if you want to get it right. A fool at 40 is a fool forever. Nigeria at 60. Do you think there is anything that will come, anything good that will come out of Nigeria at 50? But yet you say to yourself that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. So if 60 years did not make anything to happen after the colonialism or after independence, do you think that the next 4 years of the next person who is going to be the president of Zoological Republic called Nega area is going to make any difference? That's the question. All these people clamoring one Nigeria. Someone like Okonkwo, the money ritualist that acted in the movie, that is coming playing what he was acting. But he doesn't realize that he's going to be judged by whatever he has preached through the movie. That's why he come and present his ugly self on the media, talking rubbish. Because you believe that people are still blind. You like it the way your people are running helter-skelter. Do you think that people are running away from Nigeria just because they love other nations? Do you think that people are running away from their homes just because they like it in the West, where they are not even, their safety is not guaranteed? They can be deported at any time, or they can, where many injustices are done to them. And you are here trying to prove that there is no one who is doing any recognized secessionist. You must go through the elder statesmen. You must go through political elite. Political elite, my foot. Those political elite, we are going to go through them. You know how we are going to go through them? We are going to go through them by making sure that they are run away. If they don't run away, your problem will never be solved. If you don't remove all these old people that has been exploiting you, taking power from one place to one person to another, the power keep rotating from amongst them. Buhari in 1980 or in 1987, Buhari again in 2021. Tomorrow it will become Obasanjo's son. Tomorrow Tinubu. Another one, Babangida's son. That's how it will keep going. And you expect to get a different result. The same people whom were there, whom the British single-handedly handed your life over to them. Take these people, you can kill them for all I care. You don't need to care about them. We don't care about them either. All we need is that the oil that is coming out from Biafra land must be reporting to Britain. They could not build infrastructure in Nigeria, but they are building railway from Nigeria to Niger Republic. The people who won the contract, because it was like a bidding contract, it was Portuguese who won the contract. There are no engineers in Niger area. There will never be. It is Niger area. Those engineers, they are only going to do good in America, Britain, Arab Emirates. Those are the places your engineers and your doctors and your nurses are going to be good or recognized. Those are the only places they will be recognized, because apparently they are not going to be recognized in the zoological republic called Niger area. That's why when they were taken away, the Buffalo Soldiers who was taken away, who was stolen in that place that is known as Niger area today, those Buffalo Soldiers, they went, they built America, they built Europe, they built everywhere around the world. That's why when they are in their land, they are not productive. When they move, they become productive. Why is it that so-called the people who are coming out of Biafra land or ODUDUWA land, they are the top doctors in the Western world. They are the top engineers. They are doing good. But when they come to their homeland, they have nothing to offer. Don't you see that the curse called the Niger area is upon everything, every living organism that call themselves Nigeria? That is how it is. That curse is upon every living organism that call themselves Nigeria. If you even have a choice to take that passport, that green passport written ECOWAS, or you tear it and remove yourself from the curse. If you have any other alternatives, you tear it and burn it, you remove yourself from that curse of green, white, green. Niger area. They tell you, they bring these people, they bring that people. Let me reiterate on this video once more. Maybe this video will open your mind, because I know that so many of you that are watching us now might not see that video the day I played it to you. Let me show you exactly that these people knows what they are doing. These people in the West, in Europe, in America, they know exactly what they are doing. Because the same thing, I want you to pay attention to a video that I am going to play to you, because we are bringing this program to an end. Or before we go there, I want you to pay attention actually to the video I am going to show you right now. So that you will be able to tell yourself who is fooling who. Who is fooling who, because they know that this is the same problem that they are talking about is the same problem that you are going through. But no one is saying anything about it. And they don't even want to talk about it. They remember when they created it here in Africa. I hope I will be able to find that video. I hope I will find that video. Okay, yes. Let's see this video. I want you to pay attention and keep sharing this video. I want you to see what exactly is happening, the reason why they brought you guys together and call you Niger area, because they don't ever want you guys to have peace. Let me play this video again. I played it once some time ago, but I know there are people who are not aware of this video. When this video is playing, make sure you pay attention so that you will be the one to grab what I want you to grab. Then I will talk about.
Let me take the one question from the most interesting guy that I know in the press. That's you.
Mr. President, there had not been a U.S. service member killed in combat in Afghanistan since February of 2020. You set a deadline, you pulled troops out, you sent troops back in, and now 12 Marines are dead. You said the buck stops with you. Do you bear any responsibility for the way that things have unfolded in the last 2 weeks?
I bear responsibility for fundamentally all that's happened. of
Let
late.
me push
But
this
here's the
video
deal.
a little
You
bit
know
forward.
that the Taliban would continue to attack others, but would not attack any American forces. Remember that? I'm being serious. No, I'm asking you a question. Because before. No, wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is that accurate, the best of your knowledge? What?
I don't think that the issue that, do you think that people have an issue with pulling out of Afghanistan or just the way that things have happened?
I think they have an issue that people are likely to get hurt. Some, as we've seen, have gotten killed, and that it is messy. The reason why, whether my friend will acknowledge it or has reported it, the reason why there were no attacks on Americans, as you said, from the date until I came into office, was because the commitment was made by President Trump, I will be out by May 1st. In the meantime, you agree not to attack any Americans. That was the deal. That's why no American was attacked.
A few days ago, you said you squarely stand by your decision to pull out.
Yes, I do, because look at it this way, folks. And I have another meeting for real. But imagine where we'd be if I had indicated on May the 1st, I was not going to renegotiate
I want you to pay very, very good attention on this path so that you will see the same thing that these people he is talking about is the same thing you are going through. I want you to pay very good attention to this path.
evacuation date. We were going to stay there. I'd have only one alternative: pour thousands of more troops back into Afghanistan to fight a war that we had already won relative to why the reason we went in the first place. I have never been of the view that we should be sacrificing American lives to try to establish a democratic government in Afghanistan, a country that has never once in its entire history been a united country and is made up, I don't mean this in a derogatory, made up fighting American lives to try to establish
I want you to hear it
a
again.
democratic government in Afghanistan, a country that has never once in its entire history been a united country and is made up, I don't mean this in a derogatory, made up of different tribes who have never, ever, ever gotten along with one another.
That is where I want you to end. This is what they created in that part of sub-Saharan. The same way they saw Afghanistan. That's why there have never been a peace there. Different tribes that will never get along with one another. That is what they created there in Nigeria. And that is what you are calling one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. But you elder spacemen, you are the same people who will open your mouth and say that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And you were there when Nigeria was 30 years old. You were there when Nigeria was 35 years old, 39 years old, 40 years old. The same security challenge, the same marginalization, the same method that you've been using, and none of them ever worked. Nigeria is more than 60 years old now, and you keep saying that Nigeria is not a failed state. Nigeria can never fail. Are you not lying to yourself? For real? Are you for real? Because when you see the truth, you turn it upside down, you call it a lie. When you see a lie, you call it a truth. That is your problem. And that is why you need to be on your own while I be on my own. It is not a problem. You can see Afghanistan are people of different tribes that they have never understood each other and will never ever understood each other, because that is how they were created to be, because they have 1,300 resources under their ground, inside their bushes. So why do you think that they will have peace there? The same way you have a lot of rich resources in Biafra land that is solving the budget deficit in the north. Why do you think they will let you be? Why do you think the Janjaweed in the north will let you be? But we are giving them time. This October, let them play games like they played in the month of July, in the life of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Let the angels start visiting them one after another. They will start being visited by angels one after another. And you know what angels I mean, because it is written that those people, all of them are going to fall. All of them are going to fall for mankind to be free. If they don't fall down, mankind will never be free. All of you that are called political elite, you are all goners. Those people that you have killed, those people that your influence have killed, those people that you have killed in order to make sure that you did good in the eyes of your Fulani masters, you are going to pay dearly for their blood. Their blood is in your hand, and it will never be wiped off because you want to please your Fulani masters. You are going to pay dearly. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Release him. You will stand a chance to be forgiven at some point. If you don't release him, there is no chance for you. And the longer you take him, the longer you are saying, you might even be taken out of the picture before then. If you take so long, because it is going to be like a chess roll. It is going to be like a chess roll. Just like the Bible said it. You are people who see the truth. You turn it upside down because you believe you can. God is going to punish all of you. He will never allow you. I want to play a voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because whatever prophecy he gave, all of them are coming to reality. All of them are happening as he was saying it. That is the reason why I am going to use this video of his speech to close today broadcast. Pay very good attention. Pay very, very good attention. Make sure you keep sharing this video. Don't restrict yourself or refrain yourself from sharing this video. This is a freedom gospel. It doesn't matter who make the freedom happen. It does not matter how the freedom come. All we need to have is the result. Be it you, be it who, be it whoever. All we need is result. That's all we need. Result. Keep sharing this message. It must get to the hearing of the ignorant people. Maybe they may wake up. And I introduce to you the perception shifter, the voice of the voiceless, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. And I am going to submit and bow from here. Let Chukwu Okike give you a brain to reason, a brain to pay attention, Let me just follow up one or two voices of his to analyze it to you before I go.
North, the insecurity you have in the North is as a direct consequence of their own action. They groomed them. Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, bandits, all of them. Who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them into Nigeria. El Rufai brought them in. Bauchi State Governor brought them in. Are you people deaf and dumb and stupid? When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria. Go and show me. Somebody was asking, where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where did the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a railway line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Whereas where the money comes from, which is Biafra land, we don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money, you come to Izombe, you come to Ohaji, you come to Ebema, you come to Aguleri, you come to Ebonyi, you take our resources, sell it, get the money, and now you're building a railway to Niger Republic, and you want me to be happy with you. Clap for you, oh, Nigeria is doing well, one Nigeria. I think you are insane. You come to my land, you take our oil, you take our gas, you take our manpower, you take everything, our VAT, our tax that we pay. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger, airport in Niger, refinery in Niger. You take oil, crude oil from my land, you take it to Niger, you refine it, you bring it back to me as a refined petroleum, or as PPS as you call it. And you're telling me that that country is viable. You're telling me that Nigeria should be supported. We are in one Nigeria. We are not going anywhere. And you're dying every day. Because those that they appointed to speak for you, they gave them money and positions. So that they will come out on the pages of newspapers to give the world the misleading impression that everything is okay, when things are not okay. Go through the statements of Ohaneze and see the contradictions in it. Nigeria is not working. We are marginalized. And then you come back and say Nigeria is one. We must stay in it together. Are you not foolish? These are the useless intellectuals that you have. On one hand, you say Nigeria is not working. You're marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You're suffering. They're killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraption, that's entirely their business. I'm a Democrat, I've subscribed to it. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more, nothing less. I saw the letter that Atiku Abubakar wrote to President Biden. In it, Atiku Abubakar said to come and help us fight terrorism, in order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is their game plan at the US State Department for very many years, until we stepped in. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said it because you don't understand African history. Most of these people are not educated. When I say, they say I'm insulting them. No, I'm not insulting you. Most of you are not educated. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal creatures in Africa. We always go back to our village where we were born, where our umbilical cord, how long, where it was buried. That's where we come from. That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africans, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like, be in South Africa, if you like, let it be in Kenya, you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, the same thing happens. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou, go to Yaoundé in Cameroon. Everybody living in the capital cities of Africa, they go back to their villages. They go back to their tribes where they come from. Do they do that in the Western world? During Christmas, these people migrating from, oh, I come from Florida, I'm going to Florida. No, you don't. Because people come from where they are born. We come from where our ancestors were born. That is the difference between black people in Africa and those from Europe and other parts of the world. We come from, so if you ask somebody, where do you come from? He or she will mention their village. That is what makes us Africans. Very, very unique. If you destroy that, you're finished as a people. In Africa, we are tribal. First and foremost, we belong to our tribe where we come from. That is why our people need to appreciate this. Very, very critical. That Africa is restructured to recognize where people come from. All these artificial creations by Europeans, Nigeria, this and that, all that rubbish. That is why you can never ever make any progress for the next 6 billion years. You can never ever make any progress in the zoo. Why is it, if we are not tribal, why would the whole presidency come out, Fulani presidency come out and say, we are defending Fulani headsmen? A presidency of the whole of Nigeria, so to speak. It is because by instinct, we are tribal beings in Africa. That is why Nigeria is unsustainable. That is why the man from Ishekiri has to vote to say, this is where I want to belong to. That is why referendum is the only way forward. That is why Africa is poor. Africans must recognize that this is who we are. You cannot live in Lagos if you're an Igbo man during Christmas and start traveling to Sokoto. It's impossible. You must go to Igbo land. You must. That's where you come from. And if they ask you, oh, but you were born in Lagos, you will say, no, that's where my parents come from. They ask your parents will say, that's where my parents come from. They will keep going back until they get to perhaps the 100th generation. That is who we are. And nobody can change it. We are not born on the streets. Some people were born along Ijora or Kota Highway in Lagos. Maybe they are from Urobo. You ask them, where are you from? They say, I'm from Urobo. But I was born in, but this is where I come from. That is who we are. That is why all these useless, idiotic countries created in Africa cannot survive. It can never ever survive. And how do we stop it? Only a revolution can stop it. Only a revolution. If you like, keep postponing it. If you like, keep putting it off forever and ever. Only a revolution can solve this very problem, because under a revolution, the powers that be, those that be making your life a misery, will be overthrown. Nobody will say it's a coup anymore. It is called popular uprising. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you. And that is why today some soldiers are listening and they are resigning from the army. How can you be a soldier in the Nigerian army and your village is being occupied by Fulani headsmen? Imagine those from Oyo or Ondo serving in the Nigerian army. These are my Yoruba brothers who are serving in the Nigerian army. You are from Yoruba, you are serving in the Nigerian army, doing one Nigeria. But your village is being occupied by a Fulani. The same people you are serving, or you claim you are serving, your village is under occupation by them. And to make matters worse, those you are serving under their flag, one Nigeria, and the Arabic inscription, or should I say the motto of Ottoman and Fodio, to tell you how foolish Nigerians are. You don't know that the Nigerian emblem, the army emblem of Nigeria, is the motto of Ottoman and Fodio that he used to conquer Hausa people. You don't know that it is there. That's what they're using. You are fighting under the banner of your conquerors. Maybe in Sambisa forest. And now they are sending their advanced strike force into your village. And you're doing one Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian soldier. I'm a Nigerian army. That is why I commend the 127 soldiers that have resigned so far from the army. If you don't do these things I'm asking you to do, you will, when the time comes, as I'm telling them now, remember 2015, remember 2014, remember 2013, I told you all these things. I told you what was going to happen, and now they have all happened before your eyes. You've seen it. I'm warning you now. If you're serving in the Nigerian army, and you think you're loyal to Buratai, you think I'm serving my Nigeria is not a fatherland or motherland to anybody. Nigeria is not a motherland or fatherland to anybody. Nigeria is purely a British creation. A British creation. Because if Nigeria was to be a nation or country, there is no way those that call themselves the presidency Asaro can come out to support illegality in Ondo State. Because they know they are doing it for that. Why do you think they want to avenge and revenge for Sir Ahmadu Bello? Why? They knew that Ahmadu Bello and his people, so to speak, we are fighting for them. They understood that. At the time, the Hausa people thought that the Fulani was fighting for them, but today it's very clear. I asked you a simple question when I began. Are you hearing Hausa Fulani anymore? No, it's only Fulani, because they have taken over the entire corner. That is one thing you need to understand. People must begin to appreciate this. If you are in the Nigerian army and you're serving the Nigerian army, you are only paving the way for the conquest of your village, the rape of your daughters, and the abduction of your mothers. I'm telling you this. You are in the Nigerian army, yes. But what the Fulanis have got in store for you is to overwhelm and to conquer you. I feel sorry for those of you who are so foolish that they cannot reason very well.
As you have seen it, that is the message that you must always put in the front of your face. You must always have it in your heart. Because when you are seeing them happening, because all these things that he says, most of them already take place. Most of them, even some of them took place today. But you might not pick it up because you are not paying attention. Most of you, I know that a lot of people are paying attention, but we need more people to keep paying attention. Because the only person who has the key to the solution of what is happening in Nega area is nothing but Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Is no one but Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why he must be released unconditionally. Whether they like it or not, they will release him. Those bandits that are going to Kogi State, taking their fellow bandit out, those are the same bandits you will take out from, you call them repented Boko Haram. Now they are going everywhere, terrorizing every place, going to prison break, doing all sort of things. And the real criminals are on the loose. The savior is being locked out or locked away because there is nothing good that will ever be recognized in the Janjaweed Caliphate country called the Nega area. I will leave it here. Let God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, let the God of Israel see us through in this quest of freedom. May Chukwu Okike Abiama help us and intervene. Fight on our behalf like he did during the time in the land of Egypt. We are going to emerge strong. We are going to be called a nation again. The tribe of Judah, the Israelite. Thus said the Lord of hosts. Remain formidable. Remain resolute. Uncompromisable. Consistency is the strongest weapon that you have to win this war. Consistency. Do not allow yourself to be compromised at all cost, at any cost. That's the only thing you need. If you know how to advocate, keep advocating. If you know how to walk the walk, keep walking the walk. If you know how to do the practicals, keep doing it. At the end of the day, Biafra will come and your name shall be remembered. That's the most important legacy. When your name is remembered as the people who fought for the freedom of mankind. God bless Africa and protect her people. From me and to you, it is good morning.